What's up, y'all? It's Mitchell Tenpenny, and this is Chasing Birdies.
Well, you listening out there right now. It's Thursday, and that means we got a new episode of Chasing Birdies. And today's episode is brought to you by Red Vanley. Dude, the pants, Red Vanley outfitting right now is on fire. Check them out at redvanley.com. Dude, what do you think about those shorts?
The shorts and the joggers are incredible.
Yeah.
I feel like
stuff,
I can sleep in them. So,
yeah, you can't.
And you check the vest out, but I mean, look at me in the vest. I've worn this for 2 straight days. So it's good stuff. It's fun. I was actually, funny enough, I was in Chicago this past weekend. Some dude goes, "Hey man, is that Red Vanley?" And I said, "It is." Meanwhile, he was, higher than a giraffe's vagina. And I said, "It is." He said, "I went to school with that dude." And I said, "That's awesome, man." And he said, "All right, I'll see you around." And I'm thinking to myself, "Bud, you're never going to see me again. Why are you telling me this?
Ever.
Why are you going to tell me this? But
oh, shoot.
Nevertheless, they're good.
It's good stuff. So it's Thursday. We are back in the saddle here on Chasing Birdies. You know, it's always good to get back here and doing this thing. And I tell you what, man, I don't know about you, but the golf itch is kind of still there a little bit, right?
And that's why I'm going to peg it up today and potentially tomorrow.
Watching this drama unfold, John Rahm leaving that league, which I don't think there's drama surrounding it, but he would have been a great face to have in that whole new league with Rory and Tiger. Mm-hmm. He's out now. I don't know. We're not going to read too much into that, but it's a little blow.
It's a little weird though. Like the names of these, like Boston Golf Club Society or whatever it's called. It's a little weird, but whatever. I hope it's fun and it's cool to watch. They've got some names in it, so that's good to see. I saw Tiger was caddying for his son this past weekend. It's always good to see Tiger on the bag. Like, what if that's his next thing, dude?
Professional caddy?
What if he's Charlie's caddy?
Dude, what's the fucking shit he wears on his leg? Like, he wears like a leg
Well, I think
sock.
That's because of the accident.
Is it to cover up a scar?
Might be to cover a scar or to keep the blood flow. So it's tight. You know, these NBA players. Or maybe it's for a look. I don't know. Well, I'll reach out to him. Let him know. So let him tell me.
That video, you and I played fall golf a couple weeks ago at your Yakagani Country Club, the Moose Club, which haven't played in a while. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for taking me.
Hey, bud, no problem.
But
you take me to Pikewood, I take you to the Moose Club. It's a fair trade-off.
Truth be told, the leaf blower was in a great addition to the day because the leaves, it was really difficult. So the leaf blower came into place. You put that video of me. I didn't even know you were taking a video of me. And you had the creative ability to caption it with the girls. And next thing you know, that thing's getting like 10, 15,000 views because you're making some in some way referring to a blow for your buddy. And it's like, it's a leaf blower though. So
yeah, I mean, but you can put you can read it a little bit,
right? Sure, yeah. It was good.
But the Steelers, nice win on Thursday for the boys a week ago. So I didn't think they were gonna get it done, but they did. I'm gonna go out and make a prediction, and this is a crazy prediction for you.
All right,
I think J.J. Watt comes out of retirement. 5 games left, the Steelers. If there's hope, playoff hope, I think he comes out of retirement and plays football for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know. I know he was there.
I'm not saying because of that.
Dude, that knee injury to my man Cole Holcomb, it was gross. If you watch it real time, that thing. But the AFC North is stacked. I mean, Baltimore's just on a tear. Cincinnati's starting to heat up. Cleveland, they're Cleveland, and Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is so hard to watch the games. I mean, I don't know what they are thinking, what they're seeing. Like, you look at a guy like USC, their defensive coordinator has been terrible, and guess what? Gone. You look at the Las Vegas Raiders. What happens there? They fired a GM. They fire everyone. Clean house. Pittsburgh. It don't happen. It's like, let's just trust the process. Well, the problem is the process isn't working. So what are you trusting? I'm not a coach. I'm not the owner. But my point is, as a fan, it is fucking terrible to watch these games. It's like watching glorified
Good
high
stuff.
school football.
Which I do want to say to the interim GM, congratulations to Champ Kelly. He was next door neighbors to my sister at the University of Kentucky. Played football for UK. One of the funniest dudes out there is now the interim GM for the Las Vegas Raiders. So, congrats to you, Champ. You're probably not listening, but at least I said it.
Yeah, good. That's great.
And on today's episode, dude, I mean, Mitchell Tenpenny. We got the CMAs that happened yesterday. There's other award shows going on in Nashville. My man was just in Pinehurst. Did you see that? Tobacco Road.
Mm-hmm.
Pegging it up. He was actually part of, I guess, my tequila.
Yeah, he got you hooked on it. Yeah,
he got me
we
hooked.
talk about. We talk about that.
We talk about that. We talk about music. We talk about Jordans. We talk about Pokemon. So it was a fun interview with him.
And frankly, if you're not a country music fan, you know what his songs are. My man's on a rocket ship, and Mitchell is just a performer. He brings that rock aspect into country music. It's so good, man. He's such a good dude. Has so many good things going for him outside of music, which we get into. So I think right now, bud, why don't we just roll it on over here to Mitchell Tenpenny on Chasing Birdies. All right, guys, welcome back here to another episode of Chasing Birdies. We're joined by a longtime friend. Finally, man, we got you on the show. Mitchell Tenpenny joining us today.
Yeah.
What's shaking, baby?
Dude, what's up, guys? Nothing. We're here in Toledo. I'm in the back corner of a locker room somewhere and trying to find Wi-Fi.
A hockey locker room, huh?
A hockey locker room, baby. So we're here.
Yeah,
you know those days.
Ash
and I were teammates, hockey teammates, till we were about 6 years old. We both hung the skates up at like 6. So,
well, yeah, we just in Nashville we did not have hockey growing up, so cannot skate for anything. So it's pretty bad. But I am a massive Predators fan since we have had a team, so that's been good.
Well, you're Predators, you're the Titans.
Yeah, I'm just a Nashville boy.
Alabama, though.
Well, my family's originally from Alabama. My uncle played for Bear Bryant back in the day, so I definitely root for Alabama. And then my granddad played for Vanderbilt, so I've got the SEC going on pretty much. But Titans all the way, although we suck this year.
That was bad last weekend or whenever they played Baltimore. My man, he got hurt. And
it's just not good.
Pure disgust coming from him right now.
Yeah.
It's just bad to watch. It's hard to watch, but anyway.
Well, anyway, I mean, we can empathize with you, dude. I mean, Steelers right now are just a disaster.
We're hanging on by a thread over here.
That's true, but y'all have had good seasons. Y'all had, the heyday. You had Ben for forever. We just haven't had anything since 2000.
Yeah.
We had one decent season, I guess, but it was Kerry Collins who kind of got us there by accident. So I don't know.
Derrick Henry's still a stud, though, man.
Yeah, I know we're wasting the best years of one of the greatest running backs. It's just anyway. Sorry.
Well,
I know you can have Najee Harris, and we'll take Henry.
I love Najee. He's great.
Yeah, well, Alabama
maybe
boy.
At Alabama, he was.
Yeah, he was. That's true.
Man.
It's good to see you again. I mean, the first time we met was on a golf course.
That's true. Yeah, me and Thomas.
Thomas, we had an incredible group. It was you, Thomas Archer, Devin Dawson.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Devin too.
Yeah,
was Ray there? Ray Fulcher was there, I think.
Oh, Ray Fulcher came a little late.
I mean, but we had a good old time at Troubadour, and my first tequila day. First time I ever had tequila.
First ever, yeah. Oh wait,
remember?
It legit was. Yes. Oh my gosh. I thought you were joking.
Dude,
no.
That's a place to have your first tequila because they have it in the ground.
And
everywhere.
I got bombed.
He ever since then, dude, he's a different man. Like with tequila, his gifts now, he passes out tequila as gifts. My birthday was this past week. My man bought me a bottle of tequila. I'm like, hey, bud, thanks.
That's hilarious.
Last year he got me tequila too.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Troubadour does funny things to you. And,
yes, it does.
I mean, there was one point in the round where I was taking it deep, and Mitchell looked at me and said, "You're playing really good, huh, bud?" And I said, "Well, baby's sleeping right now." So we drank a lot more tequila and barely finished, but it was good. So that was my first introduction to you, and it's been fun ever since. You love golf. I mean,
Yes.
you just went to Bettinardi, got fit for putters.
Yes, thank you for that, man. That was awesome. And to be honest, I've been putting better. It's the truth. It's
Isn't
not
it
just
though?
placebo. It's not
Right.
just placebo, man. It's true. That putter, like having something actually fitted to you,
Yeah.
like let's say I first, just 3 years ago, was the first time I got my, irons and a driver fitted to me, and that changed the whole game. But never touched a putter. And then the Bettinardi putters, man, it's just I don't know. It really has changed my game. It just fits right. It feels right. The ball doesn't hop. I didn't realize when you were watching it how much the ball jumps off
Jumps.
of the ground
And just
on
reducing
most
that,
putters. Yeah,
when reducing that gets the ball moving a little quicker on the ground, rotation, and it's just by bending of the putter, dude. It's insane.
absolutely. Yeah, it's nuts, man. So thank you for that hookup, man. It's been awesome. Shaved a couple strokes off my game.
It
Still
just gives you
terrible, but it's
confidence.
good.
No,
Yeah,
No.
terrible.
yeah, absolutely.
No,
Yeah,
you're not
Golf's
terrible.
one of those games though, man. You just stay chasing, right? Like everything you do, even songwriting, even performing, like you're always trying to elevate your ability to a degree. And being able to have the right
absolutely.
clubs really helps.
Yeah,
Really
and just
does.
like it's like getting a new guitar, new clubs. They bring out a little something each, a little something in you. It gives you that boost of confidence that I don't know what it is, but you're always like you said, you're always chasing it.
Yeah.
It's one of those sports, and just like fishing, songwriting, like you can have like a few bad days, but when you hit that one good
It's
thing,
the
that one
best.
good lyric, that whatever, it just keeps you coming back. And golf, especially at this age, and as much as we tour, like chasing, like for lack of better terms, or chasing that feeling is
Hmm.
everything to me these days.
And it's a good getaway for you too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's just I love being outside, and it's a good way to explore where you're at. Touring a lot, you're on the buses, and sometimes you just don't get out of it. You go to sound check, you kind of hang around that area. So golf has been an awesome way to get to explore the cities we're around and just kind of get out of that area of the venue.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause that would get a little bit taxing just being
It
monotonous
does.
in
It
a
just
way.
gets so redundant. Yeah, it gets so monotonous, redundant, and so it's been good.
Obviously your music career is taking off and you're on a freaking rocket ship. Dude, you freaking rocked. Thank you again. Last Christmas, man. You and George came up to Morgantown, West Virginia, played
Yeah,
for the
man, that
Compass
was
Realty
fun.
Group Christmas party, man. And everyone still to this day, like literally 2 weeks ago, my broker was like, "Well, I heard Mitchell on the highway again today. He's really taking off." I'm like, taking off, man. My man's on a rocket ship, and
Oh man, no, thank you.
you guys are doing good things, man. So life balance, work, everything going good for you right now, though. In essence,
Yeah, man. We got three more on this Jason Aldean tour, and then we do three headlining shows in the middle of November, and we're done. So we're at the end, and it's just like back in the day when you were in school, and it gets around Christmas time where you kind of start, your brain starts shutting down, and
mm,
you got to find that little bit of energy each night. So we're definitely tired. It's been a great year, but I'm ready for that break, and I finally get to have my honeymoon with my wife a year later too. We're gonna go to Hawaii, and so there's just a lot to look forward to. But also a little bittersweet that the year is almost over for us. And we've been playing shows to December, like you said, like 22nd or 23rd for the last 6 years. So I took December off. I was like, not anymore this year. I'm gonna hang out with my wife and
yeah,
family and do all that.
yeah. No, that's again. I mean, that's your life, that's your career, and everyone, no matter what they're doing, man. It's like you always look forward to that time to where you can just kind of sit back and be a human again, not have to be
Absolutely.
this figure, so to speak. But
Well,
and
and
that
for you though, he keeps mentioning his wife, and his wife is a country music artist as well.
Yeah.
So they're really two ships in the middle of the night passing because they're
Yeah.
probably never seen each other.
It's Monday and Tuesdays maybe, and it's so yeah, we're getting that quality time together here. It's much. I'm looking forward to it a lot, and I know she has. We miss each other, so it's going to be good. But not complaining. We love what we do, and this is what we signed up for. And it's been awesome to have somebody that gets it, and I get it for her, and so it's been great.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. And she understands what you guys got to do. So at the end of the day, it's like,
Yeah,
it kind of works and balances.
absolutely.
How's your J collection going on? Remember last time we were talking, man, you were into those things, man. You still stocking them up or what?
Yeah, that's the problem right now. Just finding room. It's a bad thing. I got a lot of Jordans being out here on the road too. DJ Silver's out here. He's a huge sneaker guy. So, oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, those
Did
are
you see
those are
these?
sick. Are those the new golf ones?
Look at those. The
Those are
Olympic.
sick.
Oh
Yep,
my god!
yep.
I'm gonna garden in
Those are
these
yeah,
things.
those are all. Yeah, right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the problem too. It's like getting now that Jordan got into the golf game, the golf shoe game, and now you're just loading up on those as well. And so, I just gotta. The problem is finding room to store all this stuff. So, we want to start building a house soon. The closet. I got to make a closet that's going to be a
For
Housing
shoes.
your shoes.
yeah housing shoes for sure.
So do you
Because
like wearing the Jordans more on stage? I mean, I know that you wear them a lot more, and I owe you a pair. I'm sorry.
no, you're
My
good, bro.
freaking wife can't control her alcohol. Um,
No, you don't.
but
That's hilarious.
I do have something. I'm gonna go get something. I mean, my wife wore one of your big straw hats out of your tour bus. It's in my garage somewhere. Like a
Nice,
thing.
good.
Um,
Yeah, that's hilarious.
cowboy boots. Do you like them? Do you not like them?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a time for them. So the reason I really got into sneakers, I've always loved Jordans, but since I was a kid, I wore Iversons when I played basketball and Jordans, and but like cowboy boots were what I used to wear all the time on stage, but they're so slick on the soles that I kept tripping on stage, and so I started wearing sneakers, and it just kind of stuck. I knock on wood, where there's wood.
There we are.
I haven't fallen on stage since I've worn sneakers, so that's kind of been why I started doing the Jordan thing about 6 or 7 years ago, and I'm just started a collection because of it, and yeah, it keeps me upright on stage.
It's such an addiction, though. It's like, well,
It is.
you talk yourself into buying another pair of Jordans, like golf shoes. Like, I don't need
Yeah.
another pair of golf shoes, and here we are. We're buying another pair of golf shoes, Jordans,
Yep.
just because it's Jordan. Like the Travis Scott thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I sat there like an idiot all day long.
Did you get them?
Hopefully they pull my bud.
No. So the golf thing's a little easier for me to say no to because I'm gonna get them very dirty in golf. I just like if I'm thinking about my shoes and I can't think about golf. So like I will not spend a lot of money on Jordan golf shoes. I can't do the Travis Scott Jordan golf shoes. If I'm gonna spend that, then I'm just gonna go get another shoe that I want to wear out in public that I can keep cleaner.
Right.
Yeah.
Because golf's a sport, man. And when I'm playing sports, I give my body to the team, baby. So I'm gonna get dirty. It's gonna be. I just in my mind, I don't want to wreck those shoes. So I don't have a problem buying expensive golf shoes. I'll say that.
Yeah, with the way these shoes are made now, I mean, honestly, the Jordans look great and phenomenal, but shit, you could get a classic pair of golf shoes. They're still comfy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't look cool. They don't look cool, but they're effective.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, it comes into the look good, feel good, play good too. I mean, there's a little bit of that. So.
Right.
But like I wear the Jordan Low ones mostly on the golf course. I mean, you can get those for $120 to $220, like
Yeah.
depending on what style it is. I mean, so that's not too bad, and they last pretty long. So
Yeah. No, I Jonathan, he's always good about that. As a good friend, he's always sending me. He's like, dude, these are dropping today at 10:00, and it's like,
yeah,
well, I don't know if I'm gonna wait for that
Well,
or not, but
he's the perfect size. He's like a size 10 or 9.5. What are you?
yeah,
9.5. So nobody's really. I mean,
oh,
I'm
that's great. Yeah,
size
I'm an 11.
12. I'm a 12,
Yeah.
and that's like the most common Jordan size. And so
Yeah,
it's
11,
just
11 to 12 is hard to get. Yeah, it's the worst.
it's unfortunate.
So where this summer, man, you've been out on the road a good bit. Did you get out to any good tracks along your journeys? You were supposed to play Muirfield last week, correct?
Yes, unfortunately, or 2 days ago. Yeah, unfortunately, we had to do last second radio stuff. It's the end of the year, and we got a single that's just breaking top 15 right now, which is great. So you got to visit these stations and do the thing. And I was that one kind of broke my heart, and not because radio, but because he was sending pictures of that course, and it was just absolutely gorgeous, man. I felt bad in my stomach, but yeah, we've we got to play some awesome places this year. Do the Grove 23 here pretty soon. Actually, it's coming up. Jordan's course. So yeah, I'm taking a. I already told I'm like that pro shop's going to get some damage done to it there.
It's going to get hurt, huh?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did we play? We played Pelican Hill not too long ago. Where and I'm getting a chance to play Augusta next year for the first time, so I'm super stoked about that. Did Pebble, Spyglass, Spanish Bay.
Oh my God.
So a few, had some good courses this year so far.
Have you ever been over to Bandon Dunes?
I am not. I want to bad. I play on video games.
No, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
It probably gives you a good look. I went for the first time this year, dude, and I was impressed. I've said this before on the podcast because it's kind of fresh in my mind, but it's such a dope place, to take 8 or 12 guys. You don't feel like you don't have to travel to Europe to get good links golf, and there's 4 of them there.
Right.
So, it's it definitely makes for a good trip, but yeah, that's kind of the factor with golf, man, is it just links you with people that you sometimes never expect that you would link with. Like me talking to you right now, honestly, if it weren't for golf, we would not be talking.
Oh, it's so true, man. And that's why I got my wife into it. I grew up playing with my dad. That was kind of our thing. But I've gotten more business done and more friends playing golf than anything. And so I told my wife during COVID, I was like, you should learn to play golf. She never grew up. So I got her some sticks for Christmas, and she's an athlete. So she learned pretty quick, and now she's out on every charity event. She's doing things
awesome.
like when she comes into town, she can play with, radio and just make that real connection. It's been awesome to see. It truly is a connector. And that's another real big reason I love it. It's like there's not really many other things that you can get 4 hours with somebody to just chill and get to know each other better. It's kind of a special thing, man. And it's something that I know is going to, continue to connect me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And so that I was trying to explain to her how important that was. She's already seen the benefits of it.
Yeah, getting a wife in good graces with the golf.
Absolutely, yes. She gets it now.
My lady now just travels with me, to where we're going, and it's like at the end of the day, I'm still golfing for 4 hours, but she's at least out of, where we are. She's with other people, meeting people, so it's kind of a segue. But Pep, you there, bud? You having some issues?
No, I'm here.
Okay. I had a pop up here and said Pepe has multiple windows open. So I was a little confused by that.
I was just seeing his face twice. It's all good.
Yeah.
You guys want to see it 3 times or what?
Oh yeah. You what else you into, man? Like you were a pretty entrepreneurial type guy, man. I remember just talking with you a little bit. Like you're more than just music. I mean, you have a pretty creative side to you, but like what else about Mitchell Tenpenny that people might not know about?
Well, I love Pokemon still. No, man, I like to be a part of, things that I'm passionate about. So like for me, songwriters, I started a publishing company and a record label years ago, and I've gotten to sign some of my favorite songwriters. And this year, one of the songwriters I signed has Song of the Year. He wrote Hard Like a Truck for Lainey Wilson. And so, and me and him wrote songs. We've been writing forever. We've written, we wrote Bitches together. That's just one. So last night he got to come on stage and sing with me. But to have your friends and to get to sign your friends, and I got to sign my brother this year and then watch them succeed. Like I said, like when we heard that he had Song of the Year, I just couldn't be more proud because he's always deserved it. And for us to be able to give him that opportunity is I don't know, super humbling for me. So I love doing stuff like that. We're about to hopefully partner with a tequila brand, and we got a cannabis line that we got coming out that we got to make our own strain with. So I don't know. I like being a part of things that are interesting to me. Yeah, interesting to me, man, for sure.
So do you really like Pokemon still?
I love Pokemon, dude. I just got a tattoo, Gyarados up there the other day.
My son is obsessed with Pokemon, and he just came home with a gold card that was 600. And I'm like, I'm putting this thing
Yeah.
on eBay. And he started crying. And some kid on his bus ended up getting in a trade, which was probably my son because he doesn't know what he's doing. But the kid has a $15,000 card on the bus. It happened.
Huh. I
Wait,
wonder what card. A $15,000 card would only be like
$15,000 card. This
a
card,
Charizard,
yeah.
like a first edition Charizard or something like that. That's crazy if he
They
has that.
and you know what? My son was probably the one that traded it, and here we are, $15,000 less.
wait.
Wait, he's the one who
No,
got to.
I'm saying my son doesn't know what he's doing, but he probably did.
Well, that's how I got my first Charizard in third grade. Was I traded somebody who didn't know what they were doing.
So here we are. You're preying on the weak. I'm like my kid.
No, man. I was a kid too, so I mean, I think you're preying on it. You're just trying to get through life,
Dude,
No,
these
I need to know what card it is. You need to
I'll
let
find
me know
out.
because I'm super interested. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll find out what it is.
I'm interested too, Pep. That's
Well, because I know his dad. It's my buddy Mark Torgen. It's his son.
Yeah.
He So I'll have to talk to him and ask him if he'll let me borrow the card. Never see it again.
these kids now, man. They're trading everything, man. My man Ben, he took Ashley's gold bracelet, which wasn't that real, and traded in for a Michael Jordan like cartoon character card. My man, she's looking for a bracelet. She's all work, and he traded it.
Dang, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I miss growing up and like getting your neighbors together and just seeing what everybody's collecting at that age and just kind of doing like just trading things as kids. Like there's nothing like it. I miss it, and I guess that's why I still collect Pokemon cards and stuff like that. The nostalgia of it, I just love. I love opening a pack and just whenever you have a hit or something like that, I don't know. It just brings back those memories, man. That peace of mind.
Do you remember Pogs?
I was just going to say that.
I have a million of them, dude.
Yeah.
Me and Megan I had a bunch stored, but during COVID, me and Megan bought about another 1,000 and played during COVID. It was so much fun.
You know what we should do is, and you just did a cornhole tournament for your charity, and we'll get into that. But how about a celebrity pog tournament?
That it'd have to be old celebrities, like
old school,
because I don't think these kids these days know what pogs are. But I remember going to the gas station with my grandma and getting pogs and getting slammers. The slammers were the coolest things, man. So yeah, I miss pogs.
I actually asked my parents a couple months ago, I'm like, do you still have my pogs? And my dad sent me pictures of all of them. I'm like, fucking right. Those are kind of cool. I mean, it's weird though. Life, we get older and things change. Like kids now, like having the technology they have compared to when we had it is like, it's kind of scary in a way, but
I can't see kids playing Pogs when they have iPads, but
it's insane.
It's a different world for sure.
It is a different world, and like I just mentioned, your charity, it's near and dear to your heart. Tell us a little bit about your charity and the event that just happened. You had a lot of guys there playing cornhole.
Yeah, so we started the cornhole part of it last year. It went great, and this year even better, and raised over $100,000 this year, and it's just very humbling, man. I lost my dad to cancer. My aunt's going through it. My mom, called me and my brother last year, and I was writing a song. She goes, "Hey, I need you to go pick your brother up and come over to the house." And I knew exactly what that phone call was. I go get my brother. I was like, "Rafe, look, I don't know, but the last time we got this phone call, it was Dad telling us he had cancer." So we get there. Mom says she has cancer, and I was like, "Man, we're gonna do it different this year. This time we're gonna figure it out." And so we started the Tenpenny Fund for me to help with the mental side of cancer, to fight it mentally, to battle it mentally. There's tons of money and funds going into the drugs and research, but we know that this part up here is so important for so many different things. So that's where we focus. And then on my birthday this year, Mom called me cancer free. So
oh man,
it's really thank you, man. And I want that story for others, and I want that for everyone else. So yeah, basically what we want to do is give you free therapy and free help to talk to somebody to get you mentally prepared to battle And that's where I've seen the most success when people go into it ready to go up here. So that's kind of what we focus on, and it's been a journey and been great so far, and more to come for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no,
you're
that's
doing that.
No, and thank you, man. It's I hate cancer, man. Fuck cancer.
yeah. It's sad, because we take life for granted, but there's people out there right now that don't know how much longer they're going to be here because they're fighting this illness.
Yeah, they're battling this bullshit thing that we can get rid of if we there's a lot of things to it too. There's a lot of things besides just there's people make more money treating cancer than curing cancer. So there's you're battling a lot of stuff that you can't out of your control, and this is one thing you can't control. And when people give their hard-earned money to a foundation, I want to make sure that I know exactly where that dollar is going. And so, yeah. Anyway, we're really excited about the future of this and what it's already done. So thank you guys.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Now your tour for next year. Do you know what it is? Who it is with?
Yeah, man. We're going to be doing stadiums with Luke Combs. I can't wait, man. Luke Combs, and then right after that, me and Jordan Davis. We're going out and doing arenas together, and then we get to do our headline tour after that. I am so excited for touring next year. Jordan Davis, one of my best friends. I love Luke Combs to death. We're good buddies, and to think that we get to go play, like I got to do Seattle Seahawks Stadium and Nashville and Tennessee Titans Stadium with Luke last year.
Oh my God!
And those are just so. It's just a whole different thing, man. It's so nuts, and
it's a major.
So to get to be on a full tour, yeah, man. It's going to be. We're very, very excited.
Well, they're coming to State College. And that place will be rocking.
When you're home, you playing at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, you're home where you are.
Yeah.
And it's showtime, man. And it's showtime. And you hear those fans screaming. Because you're in Nashville, is there anything different about your routine or your thoughts? Like, because people are there that like, is it a little more, do you have more adrenaline?
More adrenaline, more nerves, for sure. Because you get in a routine playing anywhere. Like you play the same sets generally on tours. Like you play, you just get comfortable. But when there's people especially family, especially like going out there and be like, there could literally be anyone here from my middle school all the way to high school. And that gets in your head a little bit. So you want to play a little better. So you start overthinking a little more. And, when you start thinking on stage is when you mess up. The hometown shows are always the hardest for that reason. Because I just start getting in my head like, are we playing good? Are they gonna think it's worth it? Are they gonna still make fun of me when I picked up a guitar in third grade and said I wanted to be a musician? Mm-hmm. Like that stuff goes into your head, man. But they end up always being great at the end, and it's so cool to play your hometown and get that support, man. You get so many texts and DMs and stuff afterwards.
Ticket requests
from old friends. Yeah, that part's always There's no tickets in Nashville. Let me just say, our labels and everybody between mothers and labels, there aren't any. So yeah, but 1 million come in for sure. Anywhere else, I got you, but Nashville, it's just impossible.
Yeah, I can see that. That's like when we were playing
pickup hockey,
midget league hockey, but we had to leave 2 at will call every night.
Yeah,
2 will call all the time. I mean, it was like
absolutely
nonstop. Dad, Mom, I got your 2 tickets at will call.
That's right.
And that's the thing that you talk to a lot of these professional athletes, and then when they play in their hometowns, it's like the best worst thing. And you talk to them, it's like the worst thing is because now I have friends that I've never had before that want tickets every single game, and they think that you get them for free every single time. And it's not the case. So
No, you only get allocated so many, but because you got to make money out there too to pay back for the
that's
gear,
the goal,
the semi,
right?
everything. So yeah, and there's also just you want the real fans to have good seats. So like you give them all away, then it's just one of those things. But and they go fast, and they go super fast. So yeah, that's the curse of the hometown show for sure.
Growing up, Nashville, Tennessee, you're in country music with an incredible foundation, with a business mind, with a Jordan collection, with a watch collection. What's been the coolest thing so far, man?
Man, I don't want to sound cliche or lame, but I think getting married, man, and getting ready to start a family. I know that you're sitting there with 2 kids and it's hard, but I want that next step in life. But I mean, besides that, the seriousness. I mean, getting to hear your song on the radio, I think for me, and hear or being live and hearing your song sung back to you, something that you wrote in a little room in Nashville. That's probably the greatest feeling in the world. As in my life right now, like I said, when we have kids, maybe that feeling changes, but yeah, hearing your song on the radio and hearing it sung back, man, it's the chasing birdie part of it.
Well,
Yeah.
It's that's it.
I'll be honest, Mitchell. I'm only about 4 hours from Toledo, and I can drop these two off for you. You can babysit for a couple days, and we'll come back
Hey,
and get them.
I'll put headphones on them, sit them right there on
My
stage, get
son
my
will be
juice
giving
pack,
you
and let
away
them
cards.
hang. Good, we'll do it.
You guys can sit there and play Pokemon. I don't know how
We'll
to play.
trade. I
You
don't, I don't
know,
know how to play the game, but I trade you.
And we talked about earlier in the podcast about golf, and again, if it wasn't for golf, we're not sitting here talking or
Absolutely.
being friends and all that. What is golf? I mean, outside of getting to play with your friends and drink tequila, what does golf do for you when you're out there?
Yeah. Well, that's that mental thing. I'll get back to it for me. It's that shut off. Just get some time to yourself, your friends, whoever you're out there with. To me, it's that reset. Being outdoors does that for me too. But yeah, I generally don't have my phone on when I'm playing golf. So
Mm.
I'm out there to reset and just have fun.
yeah, and that in today's world, being able to unplug like that is such a
Yeah,
freaking hard thing to do, but it's
it
needed.
is hard. It's unplugging is so needed, man. I did this trip in college where we went 1,000 miles from Knoxville, Tennessee, Neyland Stadium, all the way down the river into the Gulf of Mexico, and we all put our phones away in these boats, and we camped every night, and we locked them up, and we
Wow.
documented it. So for 3, and I'll never be able to do that again. But for 3 weeks, had no cell phone, just got out to nature and hung out with our friends, and it was the most incredible thing. So I try to do that in the small possible amounts I can, like maybe 3 hours at a time instead of 3 weeks. But that reset, that getaway from being on call to the world is so important, man. There's
Yeah.
no reason we should be on call to the world.
No.
And so like it's that reset is golf for me. That's kind of my 3-4 hours where I'm like, I don't look at my phone, I reset, and then you get back to real world. We got to, but that's been golf for me the last few years.
You know what I like about golf, and especially like now, literally right now, what I like about golf is I feel like the stigma of golf being a privileged sport, a rich man's sport, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I feel like that has completely gone out the window, and I like that because we have guys like you,
Yes.
musicians, we have guys like
Ooh.
Steph Curry, athletes, we have, influencers who are adding this coolness to the game of golf. We're listening to music now. Jordan's pumping out these shoes.
Yeah. You can
And
wear
like
hoodies on the
Yeah,
golf course.
exactly.
wear hoodies.
Yeah.
Golf is in such a good
Yeah.
place, and I respect the traditionalism to a degree, or as
Sure.
all the time when I'm playing, I respect the game, and I understand there's
Yeah.
places that you can't do certain things, but at the end of the day, golf is in such a good spot as a global sport
Yeah.
more now than ever, and it's because of people like you. Truly,
Man,
truthfully.
well, I don't know. I don't know how much my influence is, but thank you. I think I agree with you. The one thing we have to do though is we have to teach the respect of the course, the course, how to play and how to treat the course right, how to treat the greens right, how to do that. I want everyone to get out there. I don't care what you wear. It's like growing up in church. It's like God doesn't care if I wear a collared shirt today. He just wants me there, right?
Right.
And so we want everyone there. But when you're sitting down, when you go to church, you sit down in the church pew, you behave, you be polite, you listen, you don't cause a scene, you keep the peace. And I think that's the same thing. I don't think, I know there's certain courses where, the traditionalism's there, but like you can come out, be who you are. You can wear a nice, wear a nice hoodie, do your thing, but treat the course right. Don't
Mhm.
leave trash everywhere. Don't run your cart up on the green. Just we need to teach people that respect of the game more
Mhm.
than where they thought it was like, oh, I've got to wear, a collared shirt tucked in with a belt every single time. And, that turned a lot of people away. That's what gave it that stigma. It's like, well, let's get away from that, but we don't need to get away from what it is. It's just a beautiful
Respect.
place that people work very hard on. very hard on the greenkeepers, and I want to teach people more respect on the course.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves when I go
Me
and
too,
play a
man.
round of golf is like, fix your ball marks.
Yeah.
And not just fix yours, but go and fix another one that you see. I'm constantly
If you see one, fix it. Yeah, all the time.
How hard is that?
right.
It's not. Well, it's not. But I think it's just an uneducated part of it. That's when we're getting a lot of new players, which is awesome, but they didn't grow up learning that first, and that's the difference. So it's like it is kind of our job to show that when we get out with people, show that that's what we do too, and just kind of make people are always watching. I say so, just kind of make an example of what it should look like when you're out there.
Yeah, for sure.
And drink tequila too.
And drink tequila. Right.
Yeah.
So
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah. So our buddy Brandon, drink tequila, drink tequila. No, I don't want tequila. It just, I had that in my head from college, the tequila I was drinking there. It's changed so much. So now I drink tequila, Casamigos Blanco on the rocks with an orange peel. And so,
the orange is,
So the Peppy. So my buddy, one buddy goes, "Oh, you're
Yeah.
drinking a Peppy." So they order it, and Brandon's like, "Dude, this is the same guy. Now he's naming a drink after himself, and he didn't even want it."
That's
So
awesome.
the Peppy.
The Peppy, I like it, man. We'll have us a Peppy next time we play.
Oh man, I can't wait for a little Casamigos. Kick the feet up and light a cigar and hit.
Dude, we have to play next summer. Like, there's no.
Oh, it's done deal. We'll do it.
I mean, we have to do it.
We'll get out.
We'll come to
One thing I want to say. I want to say this briefly here is I love the fact that you're wearing a Metallica t-shirt right now.
Hell yeah, man.
No, but that's the point. Like, yeah, you got that on, and I'm sure there's some influence from that on your music. And
man, I'm a rock guy.
Yeah.
I used to play drums, and I was a screamer in a band. Like, I come from metal. I'm born and raised in Nashville, grew up in the country music scene, so country music's always home for me. But I love rock music, man. So a lot of our crew and band, our tour manager is the biggest Metallica fan in the planet that I've known. He's got over like 70 t-shirts. All he wears is a different Metallica shirt each day, which is funny.
Yeah.
We just, we like to rock up our show too, man. Like, we're not.
No, you do.
If you come see us live, we like to do it, a little bit more, and not even the show that we got to play for y'all, but like turn up the amps a little bit louder. And I don't know, which I just that's what I grew up in live music loving is a good rock show. So yeah, man, always trying to support.
Me too. Love it.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys, we're joined here with Mitchell Tenpenny. My man, it's been so awesome just connecting with you briefly. I do appreciate you.
Of course, man. Thank you.
With us on Chasing Birdies, but we're gonna turn this over to our last segment of the show called the Tap In segment, presented by Bettinardi Golf. Check them out online at bettinardi.com. Jonathan's gonna ask you some questions. My man, take it away.
All right,
let's go.
What piece of advice would you give yourself as a kid?
For me right now, patience, to truly learn that there's patience, that things don't happen in your timeline. That doesn't mean they're not going to happen. That they probably will if you keep working hard, but just worry about stay in the course. Stay in the course has been everything for me.
Favorite pair of Jordans that you own?
I think the UNC off-white ones are probably my favorite, and then the Grape 4s. Those are hard. I just love the Grape. The Grape 5. Excuse me. Sorry. That silhouette's just one of my favorites, and the Grapes are sweet.
What is one watch that you hope to own one day?
One watch that I hope to own would be a Panda Daytona, Paul Newman. That would be a holy grail for me. That or some kind of Patek Nautilus one day.
Yeah, that's they're both hot right now. So
yeah.
All right. Favorite thing about golf?
Oh, the quiet. It's my favorite thing. The quiet, the peace.
Unless I'm in your group and I talk nonstop. So.
That's still quiet to me. That's quiet. Quiet can be you yelling and everybody screaming and having fun. Quiet means getting away from the world.
All right, last one. Most important one. What are you chasing?
Yeah, man. So like I said earlier, I'm chasing the family now, man. I think that's what I want next. That's the next part of my life, and chasing being a good husband and hopefully a good father here pretty soon.
That's awesome, man.
I love it, man. I love it. My man, thanks again, Mitchell.
Y'all are awesome, man. Thank you. And we got to get on the course, baby. Let's go do it.
We got to. Amen.
Mitchell Tenpenny. Awesome interview. Thank you, my man, for coming on podcast. I've been trying to get that done for a little bit, but he's a busy man. He's touring, so it was fun to have him on. Dude, the Pokemon thing's a real thing.
You guys lost me there.
Yeah. I mean, I just found out the other day how to tell a fake Pokemon card from a real Pokemon card, and here, Parker's sitting on a lot of fake Pokemon cards.
Well, yeah. I mean, and you're talking about that $15,000 card. I'm like, bud, you should really investigate that, because for you, it might not be something. It might be something you want to trade Parker. Like, hey, let me get that card, and I'll give you this card. He don't know,
Right?
You know, but next thing you know, you can put a simulator. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Take that thing.
Yeah.
No, it was awesome though, Mitchell. Thanks for coming on, my man. And
Bettinardi too. I mean, he posted something the other day, Bettinardi Golf. So he's giving the boys a shout out over there. So it's good, man. Everybody's connecting, and that's what's so fun about this, is that we're connecting a bunch of people together, and it's a lot of fun doing it.
Well, that's what John Ashworth always says about his company, Link Soul. Golf links souls together, and that's how the name came about. That is so true. That is so true, man. It's incredible. And look at you. You went down last week to a little place in Georgia, which I won't say the name of it, but it starts with something to do with a fruit that grows on a tree. And you run into people there, and they're like, "Oh man,
that was pretty cool." I will say that was pretty cool. That, some guys came up to me and said that they enjoy the podcast, and Magnolia Golf Company, for all you guys, check it out. My man has a cool logo at Magnolia Golf Company. I met him there, and we just chit-chatted a little bit, so we might be doing some stuff together with them in the future, maybe a master's release or something. I don't know. We'll see. But
well, I will say
I know
this,
where we're playing golf tomorrow, bud.
Well, with Mitchell being now on the podcast, and he hasn't got to experience Nemacolin yet, but for you listeners out there, you know our love for Nemacolin Resort in Farmington, Pennsylvania. And you go to nemacolin.com, check it out. The lodge is absolutely incredible. I mean, off the hook. And then the renovation's coming for the chateau here in a month or two. But the point being is the weather's still great. The fall's the best time around the holidays. Get up there, check it out. Nemacolin.com. Dude.
Money
it's so
in
good.
The bank. Shorty what you drink. Also, the t-shirt hoodie came in. It's looking good. So that will be on the website soon. I think they're going to be $35. So get yourself a little t-shirt hoodie, lay on the couch during the holidays, get some stuffing all over it, cranberry sauce, whatever. We can sell you another one. So
I was going to say buy one and just give it away. Get re-gifted. It's great.
It's
great.
Again,
Buddy,
everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Mitchell Tenpenny, thank you, my man, for coming on the podcast. I know I've been running you down, and I finally got you. So I appreciate it. We appreciate it. And make sure you go over to Chase_birdies. Check us out on Instagram, chaseandbirdies.com. Listen to old episodes. The new t-shirt's going to be up on there. Anything else you got, bud?
No, I just want to thank you, bud, for being a good podcast partner. I want to thank Evo over at Simpler Media for putting this thing together. Obviously, Rachel London, Jacqueline DiPaterio for all their social media help. I know Brandon Katziff is laughing right now because he said that exactly to me the other day. He's like, your thank yous are just incredible. So thank you to all you listening out there on Chasing Birdies. And we will catch y'all in 2.